Meanwhile, trade officials of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation have kicked off their two-day meeting in the southern island of Jeju today against the backdrop of tougher trade conditions in light of U.S. tariffs. Our foreign affairs correspondent Bae Eun-ji is there.
Top trade officials from 21 Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation member states, including the U.S. and China, have gathered here on Jeju Island ahead of the APEC Leaders Summit later this year. Led by South Korea's Minister for Trade Cheong In-kyo, this is the first time in 20 years that the country is hosting the APEC Trade Ministers meeting.
I hope today's MRT meeting will lay a solid foundation for dialogue and collaboration to overcome the political and economic challenges as well as uncertainties that we encounter.
Speaking at a separate press briefing ahead of the meeting on Thursday, the director of the APEC Policy Support Unit said it's important to continue to hold talks on de-escalating trade tensions to reduce policy uncertainty and improve responsiveness to new challenges.
There are a lot of things that governments can do, but here in APEC, I think the priority now is to promote dialogue and cooperation to tackle challenges.
This year's event especially drew a lot of attention as major APEC member countries are seeking trade deals with the United States after President Trump announced a sweeping set of tariffs in April. Eyes are on South Korea's Minister of Trade, Industry and Energy, An Deok-geun's meeting with U.S. Trade Representative Jamieson Greer on Friday, which will take place on the sidelines of the APEC meeting. This comes 3 weeks after they last met in Washington, where South Korea requested exemptions from reciprocal tariffs, while offering cooperation on shipbuilding and energy. Both sides are currently working to produce a package of deals to remove new U.S. tariffs before the July 8th deadline, when the 90-day pause on reciprocal tariffs is lifted. And with trade officials from the U.S. and China both here in Jeju, a meeting between them on Thursday afternoon is also being closely watched, especially after the two countries last weekend in Geneva agreed to temporarily lower most tariffs in a bid to defuse the trade war. Eyes are now on whether they will be able to come up with further deals on tariff cuts or export controls. Bae Eun-ji, Arirang News, Jeju.